Hello guys, and welcome to another OpenRA strategy with me, MajorSmurf, and today we're going over Soviet Tank Mayhem. Now this strategy revolves around multiple vehicles because I have noticed that most of my strategies revolve around one unit or a certain type of unit. So Soviet Tank Mayhem is a strategy that is very effective depending on how you use it. So this strategy is basically revolving around building multiple units, and I'm going to go over as I go along. So let's start the game. Let's stretch my neck. Yeah. So as you can see, I've started off with heavy support for whatever reason. So disable shroud, instant build speed, 20,000, 20,000, 20,000. Build anywhere, unlimited power, So obviously, Soviets are very concentrated around vehicles. Wait, why is build? Did I not put build it anywhere on? I did not, so I can't do that. So basically, what you need to do is you need to build up your base. So you are going to need base defenses and stuff like that because it probably is going to take some time to be able to do that. But I don't need to do that because I'm just going to rush through this and get it done. So once you've got this. Basically, you need to be able to build a variety of vehicles, okay? You do not focus on one type of vehicle for this strategy. Because basically what's going to happen is that the little tanks are going to basically absorb the damage for your heavier vehicles. So, you build like a couple of these, you just build a huge variety of tanks. Obviously, I wouldn't be able to build all of this stuff. And it's not also the fact that you just concentrate on one thing. It's also the fact that you've got to be able to use multiple vehicles and prepare yourself for stuff. So there. Now, because of this huge variety of different vehicles and whatnot, it means that you're protecting yourself against multiple things. So you're protecting yourself against infantry. You're protecting yourself against tanks. You're protecting yourself against huge waves of infantry. You're protecting yourself against loads of tanks because basically you have the forces now, and that's stuck because we've run out of space. So as you can see, I've got APCs that will be able to take out infantry. I've got, there's no point putting a. So basically, once you've built up a nice little army, then the best way to do it is to be able to use multiple waves as well. So you're not just pushing your forces all into one location. You're spreading your forces out, and you're kind of like forcing. If you attack from one side, maybe push back. If you attack from two sides, then you've got to decide which force to attack first. So it's basically best to split your forces in half once you've built up a big enough army, and then decide on how to do it. Now, this mainly revolves around tanks because tanks are super effective at destroying vehicles and destroying other tanks. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to divide this force in half. So I'm going to take these guys over here. Now, you should place the Soviets because this way you don't have to worry about stuff like that. So as you can see, they've only got a flame tower. So I'm going to put these guys over here. Unfortunately, the problem is that mammoths are extremely slow, so I'm going to put this other side over here. So basically what this does is that because I've got a huge variety of vehicles, I don't need to worry about anything really because I basically know I'm safe. So as you can see, now that I've got my forces, it might look like a bad idea to define that RT's attacking that shit. As you can see, there's a couple of APCs, but look, bang. Don't even need to worry about it. So you can use one force as a distraction force as they go over there. So I need my APCs to get over there and start countering that shit. So basically, what you're doing is you're sort of like dividing and conquering. Like they've got to decide which force to attack. And it doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to win. And now I can just push this back and not even worry about it. I'm just going to go straight to the middle of the base and just fucking wreck them. So there you go. they have got their power back on though, so that Tesla is going to be a problem. And basically what you're doing is that you're forcing it so that, you know, it basically means they have to have a bigger army than you to be able to do anything. Unless by some miracle they'll be able to counter mammoths and stuff like that. Also, this strategy takes you a long time to build up, so if they attack you first with a huge wave of infantry, you might be slightly screwed. But over in the long run, this strategy works perfectly as the Soviets, because you don't even need to worry about anything. Because practically the Soviets cover everything with every single vehicle. They've got the flak truck for anti-air, so you don't need to worry about aircraft. The mammoths are also anti-air as well. And, you know, APCs are perfect for infantry killing. Mammoths just destroy tanks. Tesla tanks are also good against infantry. So you basically covered yourself against every possible eventuality. I can't fucking speak. But it's also good to have some heavy tanks in there, even though they're not the most powerful unit. They've got a better fire rate, and also they absorb some of the damage so that your mammoths aren't targeted first. So that's the strategy. Hopefully you've enjoyed this little strategy guide. I'm now going to go over the advantages and disadvantages of this strategy. So I'll see you in that part. Hopefully, please leave a like and a comment, and I'll probably say that again in the other video. Thank you, and I wish you a good night's sleep when I come and stab you. Hello guys, and welcome to the advantages and disadvantages of the Soviet tank Mayhem. So the Soviet tank Mayhem uses a lot of vehicles offered by the War Factory, including APCs, mammoths, stuff like that. So advantages is that you can counter anything with the Soviets because you've got anti-air, anti-tank, and anti-infantry vehicles in the War Factory. Another advantage is that you can use a divide and conquer technique, basically dividing their forces by using 2 waves of attacks from 2 sides, or 3 or 4, depending on how much stuff you have. Obviously, a huge advantage is that Soviets have the Mammoth. The Mammoth is a huge tank that basically makes the Allies' tanks look like puny, pathetic pieces of shit. So, disadvantages. Early enemy attack with infantry, APCs and stuff like that may screw you, because you may not have had the time to build up your forces yet. You might not have, you know, access to the Mammoth tank and stuff like that. Another disadvantage is that you need a lot of money and time. Obviously, that's not a disadvantage for when I was playing, because I had the debug menu. So, yeah. So basically, to build up your army, you'll probably need somewhere around 20,000, something like that, to be able to build up a huge force to be able to counter, depending on what else you build. A disadvantage is also that you need a lot of War Factory as well to be able to speed up that process, and stuff like that. And it's also, like, obviously that's a disadvantage because you've got to wait resources to be able to build that and stuff like that. You also need a lot of ore trucks as well. Now, also, how to conquer this kind of like technique where they're just spamming huge waves of different assortment of vehicles at you. It's using a variety of vehicles and base defenses. The Allies are hugely good at, you know, getting a lot of defenses up quickly. You know, the turret's inexpensive, as well as the pillbox. Soviets are very good as well, but the Teslas require so much power that you might find it difficult to be able to do that. So a variety of vehicles also includes planes, infantry, and stuff like that. So to counter the Mammoth, you use rocket soldiers, because Soviet Mammoths are not very good against infantry. You know, rocket infantry basically takes care of most stuff, but if there's a bit of artillery in there, you know, you've got to use a huge variety of vehicles. So keep that in mind. So this is the end of this strategy guide. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. Please leave a like and a comment, like I said before, and also feel free to name any of the strategies or guides on how to counter you want. And I will probably see you next time. And also, I have forgotten that the cat's outside, so I had best let her in before she scratches my face off. So I'll see you next time, guys. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. Smurf out.